Boom. Boom. What do we think? What do we think? I was getting some feedback that we didn't like the little PNG just being on the bottom of the screen. So I was like, all right, hold on. Let me get in the lab. I think it looks pretty nice. I'm going to be honest. So, but honest feedback. Let me know. I'll be honest. I feel like it looks a little bit more professional. All right. So I am out of the loop with this season, unfortunately. I don't really know where both these teams are in the bracket. I think both these teams are on the bottom side of the bracket, but we have a bit of an interesting playoffs match this season where we're going to have every team that wants to play in the playoffs this season. But with that said, there's going to be serious advantages for teams that actually finish in the top half of teams. So basically, if you're lower than the 12 seed, you're going to have a really tough time trying to get out of the bottom of the playoff bracket. But we're going to give everybody a chance because, to be 100% honest, it was a bit of a scuffed season to start. But we're fixing it up now. So we have Fast coming in for Guardians. I have played against Fast before. This dude is lethal. One time we faced Guardians, and this player right here almost single-handedly won the game for him. So we're going to get two opening picks on the side of Guardians. One hook is going to get Immortal. Roko going to be coming out on the Malga. And Fast is going to take them down as well. So I would, on paper, I would consider Guardians. Oh, no. Oh, brother. Here we go. First game back. All right, we did have a player join the lobby mid-game, which is usually an instant map loss. So we'll get back to you once we figure out what to do with that. It is unfortunately a great start for Guardians on Oasis, but it is unfortunately going to be before the first team fight is over. Guardians is going to have to forfeit that map as somebody spectated their team mid-game, which if you don't know, that is the cardinal sin of Soul. You cannot spectate mid-game. So we're going to get second map set up for you, and we'll be back in just a second. All right, I forgot to put the bands actually in the code twice, so I apologize. This is my first time hosting the lobby this season. All right. I don't know how to turn off that thing. I know there's a button to turn off that thing that shows like the player card. So if anybody knows the keybind, let me know. Yo, Nidus, what's up, man? That's that Eclipse Phantoms Legend, Nidus. It is still going on. We have no plans to end it anytime soon. I hope no one spectates Saturn. I hope so too, man. I really took the momentum out of it. All right, well, we are ready to get this thing started. So they're not going to ban the Hog, which I find a little bit interesting. And it is going to be the first kill for... I'm going to guess Dewey is how to say this name here. If I'm wrong, somebody feel free to correct me. Dewey was actually the player that came in for Guardians and made them lose the last map. Probably not their fault. Could be. But we'll see if they can make up for it by helping them get this next map win. Nothing much, Nidus. This is actually my first time streaming in like over 2 months, man. So it's good to see you again. Good timing. All right, Guardians with the bot, and they're making some space here. Fast is going to get a headshot onto Immortal. Looks like they're going to lose their Lucio, though. So it's going to be a 4v4 at the moment. Full beam, looking for Warden. Will connect, not going to get the headshot, though. Stickman going to be hooked in. Abstract going to finish off Zaku. Hang it up, Unk. I know, bro. Well, to be honest, I was never great at the lobby admin part. That's why I like that we have dedicated lobby admins now. So that they can do that. But unfortunately, none of them took this match today. So I'm going to have to do both today. All right, 2 kills going to come out for Saturn. Saturn is going to be able to take the lead with that push. And they're going to keep these kills rolling. We're going to force back the Guardians. Fast with a full beam. Warden once again going to eat the beam, but going to be able to survive it. And going straight at this Hog. Going to get some help with their tank there. Roko going to get a double kill on the Zarya. And they're going to push even further. Zaku's going to be in trouble here with this fully charged Zarya. Actually, Roko is going to back up, and they're going to take this bot. Saturn now in control. Possibly could get the checkpoint here, because it's going to be a while till these Guardians get back set up. Thanks, Nidus. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I think we're... The plan is to keep doing it for quite a while. I mean, it sounds like Overwatch is getting a second win from what I'm hearing. Sounds like Overwatch is becoming popular again. I feel like it never really dies. So that motivated me personally a lot. So I'm excited to keep this going for as ever long as you guys are still here to play in it. Sounds good, Junior. We'll do that next time. I've already done most of the adminning for this match, so I might as well just finish it off. Plus, I could use some practice, the admin part. All right, 1hook is going to get an early pick on the Warden there. Not sure if they got hooked in or if it was just with the gun there. Immortal's in without the Wraith. Has their ult. It's probably what they're looking for right now. Gonna get hooked in and taken out. 1hook with 2 picks. Gonna get antied there. Right now, Guardians are up. Roko is extremely charged, though. Could find a pick here and will. Zaku is going to take that as their sign to go in for a blade. Got Roko low, but can't really engage too far with that Zarya being so charged up. Just a really hard matchup for this Genji to play in. Yeah. And Roko is going to just drop that grab on him. And Immortal's going to use ult there as well. Immortal making sure they were really dead. 1hook does get another hook there, but Abstract gonna finish him off with the nade. And man, the Guardians were stopped literally less than 2 meters away from taking the lead. So a nice close one to start this one off. We're doing Pokemon next season. We might be doing Pokemon next season. We're gonna have a vote on what games we do next season. So no games are confirmed. Technically that means Overwatch isn't confirmed, but if you guys don't vote for Overwatch, I'm probably just gonna, I don't know, I'm probably gonna invoke my power and we're gonna do it anyway. But basically, we're gonna have a vote. We can host any games you guys want. We're only gonna host like maybe 3 or 4 games. So whatever has the most interest, that's what we'll do next season. Could be literally anything. All right, 1hook is gonna go for the whole hog there. Almost got a squishy in the corner there, but unable to really get close enough to deliver that. Saturn gonna go for the nano, but Fast gonna find Immortal right after that happened. And Fast actually gonna go for the overclock, immediately blowing up Warden. Now going for Abstract, and it's gonna get them as well. Fast gonna delete this backline. Stickman, the only player alive, and it's gonna get out of there. So Saturn is not gonna be able to get the checkpoint. Guardians will turn them away. And now Guardians have a chance to actually take the lead here and possibly get checkpoint themselves. We're about halfway through the matchup, crossing about the 4-minute mark. Control, thank you. I just now saw that. I appreciate that. I'm not sure if it's Suki. Sorry, my screen chat is like super small. Can't really read the words well. All right, so Saturn actually stole the bot. Guardians is gonna clean up the team fight, but Roko is gonna waste all of their time. Roko not going to be able to get the checkpoint, but that is basically going to waste that entire Guardians engaged and waste that entire team fight that they worked so hard for. We need a Siege League. Siege will be on the ballot, you know. Rocket League's going to be on the ballot. Siege is going to be on the ballot. Apex Legends is going to be on the ballot. And our current leagues are going to be on the ballot. Our current leagues are not confirmed to stay. Like, if Rivals or Valorant doesn't get enough votes, we're not going to do them again. We're going to do whatever people want to play. Zaku going to be caught by Roko there. Just a rough matchup for a Genji. And once again, they are going to completely disregard whatever Guardians are doing. And actually, they're probably going to get a checkpoint this time. The only person that could stop them is maybe Zaku. Well, Lucio's coming back to help. Actually, Guardians will be able to make it through the middle of the map. But SATURN are just kind of trolling these guys right now. They are just not allowing Guardians to get the team fight they want to take to try and take the lead. They just keep kidnapping the bot. At this point, Guardians might as well just stack on the robot. I mean, they're winning the team fights. They just need to actually hold on to the robot. All right, one hook is going to get the opening pick onto Immortal. Abstract going to quickly trade it out. So one hook is down. No tank for the Guardians. They are going to get player advantage, but not having a tank is a big deal. Onyx going to get a double kill on Bakiri. Could get 3, looking for Warden. Can't land that last kunai. Oh my gosh, so close. Got the 2 kills and then was not able to finish off the one that was right there. And it's a bloodbath on point. Who's even alive still? Zaku's still alive. Too many SATURN players, and once again, Guardians are going to get turned away so close. That's been 3 times where they probably had a great chance to get the point, and they didn't get it all 3 times. One Hook has really lived up to their name. They are not missing many hooks right now. Even on the Reaper, which many people would consider a pretty big hog counter. And that's a big grab. It's going to get 3. It's going to force out beat. Immortal is going to try and make it work anyway, and will get Dewey. The beat is not going to be able to save Lucio themselves there, and SATURN is going to get 2, and they might finally be able to get that checkpoint. And they will. And not a lot of time for Guardians. This is an unfortunate turn of events for them here. They're going to lose that checkpoint with just a minute left, and that is going to make, you know, what could have been a pretty probable comeback. Now it's starting to get a little bit harder to think about that. And I think a big problem here is that Roko has had absolutely no problem staying above 80 charge this entire game. Gonna get hooked in there. They're gonna break those bubbles and gonna get absolutely eviscerated. One Hook has had enough of Roko. Gonna just destroy them there with the whole hog. We gotta get a CS League going. It'll be on the ballot, Jazz. I think that'd be really fun. CSGO was my first love in terms of competitive gaming. I played CSGO for probably 10 years and I never made it out of silver. That game is crazy, dude. People who play that game are just, even like the bad players of that game are so fucking good. All right, we're going to be coming down to final fight. Guardians have their work cut out for them. They're going to have to win this one, get checkpoint, and then push into SATURN territory. Fast looking for anything with the ultimate here. Roko is dangerously low. Zaku going to be able to finish them off. Zaku getting very low, though, themselves. It's pink in the kill feed so far. Abstract will find Zaku, though, going to take out the Reaper. It looks like Guardians have this advantage right now. They have 4 players alive. This is a good exit, though, from SATURN. They're not going to get staggered further. So we will get the checkpoint for Guardians. And now it's all going to come down to probably one more fight. Stickman, with the only one with an ult in the whole lobby, going to drop a Molten Core right on top of the robot. Immortal now with their ult. Dewey going to drop a beat. Grab going to come out to get everybody. A big boop to save it from Immortal getting too much value with that ult there, but it's still going to get 2. And it looks like SATURN is going to be able to clean up on this last fight. And they will, but man, what a map. And since that unfortunate forfeit, SATURN's already going to be on match point right now. Paladins League. I thought Paladins was I thought they said that they were returning. I thought I saw an announcement that that game was discontinued or something like that. All right, I'm back. So the big story here, Guardians have, the score might be 2-0, but Guardians have not been, they have not been getting rolled at all. Guardians have been playing insanely well in this matchup. The real question is, are they going to be able to take a map? Stickman, an interesting position. What are they cooking up? Gonna go straight for the Brigida and is gonna get Dewey. Might get away with some more. Gonna get one hook as well. Might get away with some more. Stickman with a nasty play from the back line. Speaking of the NFL, did you see how y'all almost lost to the Browns? I didn't watch the game. I heard about it. It sounded really funny. Sounds like what the Browns deserve, though. Thought this caster got benched? You thought wrong, man. I am back and I'm ready to go. All right, Fast gonna be swapping over to the Widow. Fast, a very solid hit scan player. I've seen their Ashe, I've seen their Sojourn, all very good. I've played against Fast. They are not somebody you want to match up against. Rocode is gonna be able to get a pick onto one hook. Fast is gonna find Warden, and Abstract is pushed up pretty far to be in for an honor right there. Saturn down the Lucio. Warden going to be back any minute, though. See if Guardians can try and make a push while the Lucio's coming back. They've only got a couple seconds to make something happen. And not going to happen. Rocode is getting low. They're putting a lot of pressure, but one hook is going to get antied. And with no Kiriko to cleanse that, Kiriko is banned. And that is going to be tough because we have seen Onyx play some Kiriko. Probably because one hook is on Hog, so not having Kiriko available is going to be probably tough for this Guardians team. All right, one hook will find Immortal there. Rocode with an ult, probably going to drop it here to try and save some time, and Will going to get everything. Gets Fast first, the anti comes in, and it is going to be clean up aisle Guardians. They are going to use that grab with great efficiency there. So even though some picks are coming out for the Guardians, it has still been on lockdown from Saturn. Oh my goodness, a disgusting pulse bomb that is going to have absolutely no value besides getting Wraith out. But that was a gross turnaround. Unfortunately, Reaper not really the best pulse bomb target if he has his Wraith, but it was still flashy. I still liked it, Immortal. One hook is going to find Rocode, and that is a huge pick. Guardians finally going to be able to take some space and probably start securing this point. Saturn is going to be forced to back up. They've still got their DPS, though, up to absolutely no good in the back line. Hook gonna miss just barely on Immortal. Dewey looking for Immortal, trying to finish him off. 20 HP will get out of there. One hook with an ult. Saturn does not want to give this one up. We're gonna get one pick on either side. Both main supports are gonna go down. Another pick on both sides, but one hook falling is a big deal with Rocode still alive. Rocode not with a whole lot of charge, but having the tank alive is a big deal. Couple Saturn players respawning. Guardians got 2.5 ticks, but really, if they don't get this point, it is going to be so difficult for them to try and win this map and try and stay in this series. And those DPS ults are probably going to put this point to bed. Guardians will have a win condition, but it's not going to be a great one. They're going to be stopped from getting the first point. We might have a very short match here today. How much money would it be to get you some coaching and for you to join us?
Initiating match.
Well, one, it's not really a money problem. It's a time problem, to be honest. I would love to. I'm getting back into Overwatch. I would like to play on a team. I just don't have a lot of time. I mean, my BAP is Masters. I mean, is your team above Masters? I mean, all the teams are getting pretty good. I wouldn't be surprised. All right, all Saturn got to do to get a nice 3-0 win on their last match of the season, they just got to get 2.5 ticks.
You got a problem, Junker. Comes.
Just a 3-0, I just feel like wouldn't, it just doesn't really capture this match though. The first map was kind of cheese, the second map was really close. This map has been less close, I'll be honest though. This map has definitely been less close. We'll see though. Guardians could have a crazy defense. Roko going to be coming out on the Reinhardt. And immediately taken down by Zaku. Roko just took a ton of heat. And oh my gosh, even without their tank, Saturn are going to be just fine. Saturn are going to win. Saturn walk on in anyway, lose their tank early, and the 4 squishies get it done without the tank. I don't think there is going to be a touch available for Guardians. I think we're going to have a real short 45-minute match here. And that is going to be it. Big thank you to Dry Noodles gifting a tier 1 to Spring LM. Thanks so much, Dry. Appreciate you, King. Diamond 1 on tank. Recently proud of it. That takes a lot of guts, man. Tank is such a frustrating role. D1 tank, why aren't you in for Saturn right now? That's what I want to know.